दैट। तो अगर हम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में बोलें तो ये एक काइंड ऑफ सीवियर लंग्स प्रॉब्लम है। तो मैं आज जो प्रैक्टिसेस दिखाने जा रही हूँ, लाइक आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू 5 बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस। दिस इज मेंट एंड इज बेस्ट फॉर all kind of lung disease, and this is also very good for bronchiectasis, which is the world bronchiectasis day to day. Okay, so some of the things during this time, what happens that the airways lose the capacity for mobility, also the capacity to kind of clear the mucus. इस प्रॉब्लम के दौरान काफ़ी म्यूकस हो जाता है एंड आपकी ब्रीदिंग पे काफ़ी फर्क पड़ता है। सो मैं आज जो प्रैक्टिसेस दिखाने जा रही हूँ, लेट मी रिपीट अगेन, दोज प्रैक्टिसेस आर रियली गुड फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ लंग डिजीज. It's very highly effective for this one also. So any kind of lung disease connected with your COPD, pulmonary, these 5 practices which I'm going to show you are really good, and this is equally good for the you know the World Bronchiectasis Day, which is observed today. Okay, so let's start. The major respiratory organs are your intercostal muscles and diaphragm. If you continue to work with that, if you continue to stimulate that, massage that in different ways, you will not have any problem. So एक कारण ये होता है कि हमारा जो ब्रीदिंग पैटर्न है ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हमारा बहुत ही शैलो ब्रीदिंग हो जाता है. वी फेल टू गो डीपर इनटू द ब्रीदिंग, वी फेल टू गो डीपर इनटू द डीप डाउन इनटू द लंग्स फॉर डीपर इनहेलेशन एंड एक्सहेलेशन. एक तो रीज़न वो है. तो हमारा जो पहला प्रैक्टिस है बहुत सिंपल प्रैक्टिस है और आप भी कर सकते हैं. व्हेन यू डू इट ऑन योर ओन प्रैक्टिस यू विल एंड अप enhancing your lung capacity. So the first practice we're just trying to work on is strengthening the diaphragm. Okay, just in a layman's term, if you don't know what is diaphragm, it is like a divider between the chest cavity and your abdominal cavity. It's like छतरी के शेप का होता है. इस तरीके से जब आप सांस लेते हैं तो वो नीचे की तरफ जाता है, जिससे कि इट क्रिएट स्पेस, जिससे कि जब आप सांस लेते हो हवा अंदर की तरफ जाए, और जब आप सांस छोड़ते हैं तो हवा अंदर जाने की वजह से, डायफ्राम ऊपर जाने की वजह से हवा पुश होकर बाहर की तरफ आता है. So that is your diaphragm, which is an integral breathing muscles or the respiratory organs. How to engage and work on strengthening your diaphragm? Two simple practice. First, you sit here like with your spine tall in the sense your spine needs to remain in neutral position. That is the key point for any of the practices. तो ये रखा मैंने अपने स्पाइन को न्यूट्रल पोजीशन पे. हम ध्यान यहाँ पे देंगे, ये हमारा डिवाइडर है तो हम ध्यान यहाँ पे दे रहे हैं. इसको लिटरली पुल इट अप, पुल करके सांस नाक से, वी आर जस्ट इनहेलिंग एंड एक्सहेलिंग थ्रू द नोज, जस्ट ब्रीथ इन एंड आउट फ्रॉम द नोज. सो आई एम होल्डिंग इट एंड आई एम गोइंग वेरी स्लोली विद द ब्रीदिंग. ये मैंने पकड़ा है इसको. सारा ध्यान मैंने यहाँ रखा है. आई डिड 10 राउंड्स. आई डू 2 सेट ऑफ दैट वन. 2 बार सांस लेंगे छोड़ेंगे. हमने डायफ्राम को जैसे पकड़ के रखा है. ओके, सो अगेन 2 राउंड्स. हल्का सा पकड़ा. थर्ड राउंड, हल्का सा सांस लेते हुए मैंने इसको पकड़ा और सांस ले रहे हैं छोड़ रहे हैं. वी आर इनहेलिंग एंड एक्सहेलिंग ओनली थ्रू द नेजल पैसेज. सी, as you start practicing you will see that this area is getting activated. So इस पे ध्यान दें. Start working on strengthening this area. We'll go again with the same practice. This time we'll go a bit faster. So again we are gently inhaling, locking this area, and we are inhaling and exhaling fast. Okay, 3 rounds, 10 each. We are starting with 10. Gradually आप उस नंबर को बढ़ाएं. शुरुआत हम 10 से कर रहे हैं. 3 राउंड 10 का होगा और ग्रेजुअली आप उसको 15-20 करें, बट यू शुड फील द इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट वन. सो द फर्स्ट हमारा जो प्रैक्टिस है उसका द सेकेंड वेरिएशन. सो इनहेल, This was around 10. Okay. Now, the first we did. The second one is faster. Same thing, हम बहुत fast जाएंगे with control. Okay. So I'm starting again with 10 one. Inhale. See. Lock यहाँ पे. ये हमने डायफ्राम को हल्का सा लिफ्ट करते हुए इसको पकड़ा है. And we are inhaling and exhaling only from this area. Okay. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Third round, the beauty of this practice is that when you stop, जब आप सांस कंप्लीट करने के बाद रुकेंगे, आप देखेंगे कि ऑटोमेटिकली आपकी सांस जैसे कि रुक गई हो. Enjoy that process. That's really important. Okay, that's a glimpse of meditation. आप उसको काफी enjoy करेंगे अगर आपने इस पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान दिया. Okay, this was like you'll have to do three rounds. मैंने पहले वाले का 3 राउंड दिखाया, दूसरे वाले का second variation का 2 round. You'll have to do it 3 rounds. Okay, this was the first practice in which we were trying to kind of get hold of the diaphragm and trying to understand how to engage and strengthen the diaphragm. तो ये था हमारा पहला practice. हमारा जो दूसरा practice है simple है, and of course this program is about lungs disease, but even if you don't have any lungs problem, try with me and see how much you can do. हमारी जो दूसरी practice है बहुत ही simple है. उसके दौरान हम गहरी सांस ले रहे हैं. सांस लेने के बाद हमने सांस को जरा पकड़ा है, और पकड़ने के बाद सांस पकड़े रख के हम ओम ओम की चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं. See how much can you do. Like for people with lungs problem, maybe they can do like 4, 5, 10 chanting. For others, they can do more. But it's a good checkpoint for you कि आप जब आपने गहरी सांस ली और जब आपने सांस को पकड़ा, सांस को पकड़े हुए आप कितनी बार ओमकार कर सकते हैं. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. See, सांस लेंगे, पकड़ा मैंने सांस को, और पकड़ के देखते कि कितनी बार ओम चैंटिंग हो सकता है. ये मैंने गहरी सांस ली. ओम 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 ओम. Relax. Okay, so even for normal people, when you try this, you will understand your lung capacity कि कितना strong है, कितना कम है. And not necessarily you'll have to do om chanting. आप कुछ भी करें. I mean, anything which you are comfortable with. If you want to count number, you can go with count number. You want to do om chanting, you can do om chanting. You want to say Allah Allah, anything is okay. Okay, I'm going with the second round. Like in the process, we are inhaling. सांस लेने के बाद मैंने सांस को रोका है, और रोके हुए सांस पे हम ओम चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं. ओके, तो ये रहा हमारा सेकेंड राउंड ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. ये मैंने गहरी सांस ली. ओम 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 ओम. This is interesting. As a normal person with no lungs problem as such, it will be a good idea, to get like to count how many can you do. I mean, आप जब शुरुआत करें तो पहली शुरुआत में आप देखें कि आप काउंट करके कितने ओम चैंटिंग कर सकते हैं, और उसके बाद उसको बढ़ाने की कोशिश करें. और आप देखेंगे कि आपने अगर एक वीक, इवन इफ यू प्रैक्टिस फॉर अ वीक, your lung capacity will be enhanced, and the ohm say it was 10, that will move to maybe 20, 25, 30. So do work. This is like the simplest way of enhancing your lung capacity. So we did 2 practice. One was for diaphragm understanding and strength building. The second one was for holding the breath and doing the om chanting. The third practice. In our third practice, pursely breathing. In the pursely breathing, I think, and this is whenever I go live, और अगर आप हमारे मेरे वीडियोस को देखें, pursed leg breathing is like everywhere in all the lungs practices. आज मैं थोड़ा सा डिफरेंटली इसको दिखाने जा रही हूँ. इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिकमेंडेड, अ वेरी गुड एंड very prominent practice in many of the hospitals in US connected with respiratory problem. So as the name indicates, पर्स लिप ब्रीदिंग, आप अपने लिप्स को पर्स कर रहे हैं और उसके बीच में एक छोटा सा ओ शेप बना के उससे आप सांस छोड़ रहे हैं. Important is that first you inhale completely, and when you exhale, you literally like push your tummy in gently. It goes in, और आपकी सांस मुंह से बाहर निकल रही है. So this combination from your mouth to your stomach is very important. Okay. So starting now, the basic one I'm going to show, like it's like push the air to the maximum possible from the pit of the stomach. Okay, so you inhale deeply, see, मतलब until the point जब आपको लगे कि बिल्कुल भी सांस निकल गई है तो आप रुकेंगे. अगेन फिर से गहरी सांस लेंगे, रिलीज. एक और करके दिखाते हैं. गहरी सांस ली हमने, one of the most recommended practice for COPD, pulmonary problem, asthma, bronchitis. So make sure, and of course, like today we are talking about bronchiectasis. Okay, one of the most recommended for that also. So you can practice this regularly. आप normally भी practice करें, your lung capacity will improve, your parasympathetic nervous system will be aligned and will be in control. Okay. Now इसका जो हमारा दूसरा variation है, हमारा जो दूसरा वेरिएशन है उसमें हम सांस को रोक रहे हैं और उसके बाद सांस छोड़ रहे हैं. दैट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड दैट इज काइंड अगेन वर्किंग ऑन द स्ट्रेंथ बिल्डिंग ऑफ योर लंग्स. गहरी सांस ली हमने, सांस को रोका और उसके बाद वी आर मूविंग इनटू पर्सलिक ब्रीदिंग. ओके, सो फॉर द सेकंड प्रैक्टिस अगेन सेम थिंग बट वी आर जस्ट काइंड ऑफ एडिंग द ब्रेथ रिटेंशन व्हिच इज कुंभा. गहरी सांस लेंगे, लिया मैंने, पकड़ा है सांस को, फिर से सांस लेंगे, सांस छोड़ने का जो आपका प्रोसेस है, यू नो द होल प्रोसेस ऑफ एक्सेलिंग is directly connected with your stomach going in. So we did two variations in pursed breathing. The first one was normal, सांस ली हमने और सांस मुंह से छोड़ा. हमारा जो दूसरा था वह हमने सांस ली, सांस को रोका और उसके बाद रोकने के बाद हम इसको स्लोली अपने पेट से छोड़ रहे हैं. So these were like this was our third practice for your lung capacity, working on the, like we are working on the lungs today. Today is let me just remind you, it's bronchiectasis, the World Bronchiectasis Days, and we are working on lung disease. The practices I'm going to show you that is helpful for any kind of lung disease and also for the problem we're talking about. Okay, now the next one. Okay, so in the last one, what we are going to do, we are sorry, not last, we are done with three practices. In the fourth practice, we are just moving the arms. It's like chest opening. Again, one of the most recommended for anything with the respiratory problem. So arms out, body tall. Inhale, out, open up your chest. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In fact, in this one also, you can go with pursed lip breathing. So when you inhale, you can just stretch your arms out, and when you're exhaling, you can go with pursed lip breathing. So inhale, inhale, you can start with 10 rounds of practice, and then you can increase it to like, you can start with 5 to 10 to 15 depending on your capacity, but these are amazing practices for massaging your chest area. Okay, now the second variation in this one, which is again arms opening, chest opening, and arms up and down we are doing. Okay, so in the second practice, inhale, arms are going out and up. You can bring your palms on the knees. You can do all these practices sitting on the chair or sitting down or on the bed, wherever you are comfortable. So now, as I'm inhaling, see, up, open up this area a bit. Do not hang your head down. Hold it tall. Keep your arms apart so that it doesn't squeeze this area. Otherwise, you'll feel strain in this area. ये हम हाथ को पीछे लेकर गए, सांस छोड़ते हुए हाथों को नीचे लेकर आए. सांस लिया हमने, सांस छोड़ा, सांस लिया, सांस छोड़ा. इस practice में भी, even in this practice, you can apply pulse lip breathing. So when you inhale, go up. When you exhale, a small O shape, and you are exhaling, pushing the air out of your mouth in between the lips, which is coming because you are pushing your stomach in. Okay, so again. As simple as these practices may look, these are kind of boon to the lungs patient, स्पेशली द पल्मोनरी इश्यूज. सो किसी को भी किसी भी तरह का लंग्स का प्रॉब्लम हो, आप प्लीज़ इसको रेगुलरली कीजिए. सुबह और शाम 2 बार कुछ 10-15 मिनट करें आप, एंड दिस देन यू सी द इफेक्ट. सो दिस वाज द फोर्थ प्रैक्टिस. हमारा जो फिफ्थ प्रैक्टिस है और जो मैंने काफ़ी बार दिखाया हुआ है, फिर से दिखा रही हूँ, इट इज़ फॉर चेस्ट ओपनिंग. यानी कि यू कैन लाई डाउन ऑन योर बेड, on your any kind of height, on your brick, in a way so that you can open up this area. The moment you open up the chest, you know, your diaphragm is expanding apart. You're giving a good massage to this area. You're giving a good massage to your intercostal muscles, and your breathing suddenly opens up. I mean, it's liberated. You feel जैसे कि एक आज़ादी सी मिल गई हो आपको सांस लेने और छोड़ने में. उसके बहुत सारे तरीके हैं. आप लेट कर अपने छाती के नीचे एक पिलो रख लें. I'm just going to show you 2-3 ways of doing it. One of the ways is like if you have this block or the brick, you can just place it here. You can lie down like this. This is one of the ways, like this. And then you can inhale and exhale through the center of the chest. This way. This is one of the ways. Okay. If you have a bed, you can actually sit on the bottom part of the bed and you can open up your chest. I'm just like, I made it a point to go live in this room. ये जो गद्दा है आप देख सकते हैं, जो कि on this this height, whatever you have, anything will work. And then see where I'm lying down, this way. If you want, you can take a cushion below your head. Amazing opening. See, you can inhale from the chest, exhale from the chest. Amazing opening to your chest, to your shoulders, to your neck. Again, if you want really beautiful opening, another way, you can just sit on that and drop the part, above this at the bottom. So like you can just sit at the top like this way. And when you lie down, this way. See, this. Amazing opening. As you can see in this one, my chest is opening And I'm deeply inhaling and exhaling through the chest. Shoulders are down, keep it apart so that you can do opening with the shoulders. Your head has to rest on the floor. Right now, my crown is resting and I'm talking to you. You can go like this also. If you want, you can get your legs up. So, this will release all the tension from your legs. If you have varicose veins, if you have issues with the hormonal imbalance, if you have digestion issues, anything, like leg cramps, swelling, those things will be helped this way. Come back, roll over this way, and come back. Okay, so these were the 5 practices for today, and we were focusing on lungs, actually, on lungs disease. Today is 1st July, and it is observed as a bronchiectasis day. So I thought, let me go live with some of the simple yet highly practices on the lungs. Okay, we did 5 practices today. The first one was on trying to understand the diaphragm, working with the breath, for strengthening the diaphragm. Okay, the second practice was actually inhaling, retaining the breath, and then chanting. So you're holding your breath and then you're chanting. You can chant anything. I was chanting Om. You can chant anything as per your comfort. The third practice was personally breathing, first the normal. The second one was with retention. Okay, with this I think I've done for the first time in my life. Otherwise, like usually I'm very heavy on recommending personal breathing in any of the like lungs related practices. The fourth one was arms out and in, up and down, which you can do with normal inhalation and exhalation, or you can do with personal breathing. Okay, and the last one was actually opening of the chest, which you can do on your bed, on sofa, any height, or if nothing, you can just put a pillow below the brick, below the chest, or a brick, and you can do that. So this was the practice for today. Okay, so start with your practice, work on your lungs, have a very strong lungs, a strong life, so that you can enjoy life beautifully. Any questions? Any questions?